Hello and welcome. My name is Gearard LeFore. I'm your Southern California Farmers Insurance Agent, here to give you more tips and tricks. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome. We do maintenance on our cars. We change the oil. We make sure the tires are rotated, balanced, and have the right levels of air pressure. We do these things to ensure that the life of our car is prolonged, but we don't necessarily have the same level of attention to detail to our homes. So today I want to give you a couple tips for a basic home maintenance checklist that can make your life a lot easier while you're at home. The first thing that I want to share with you today is the biggest thing is to make sure that you inspect your roof regularly. And what I mean by that is if you see loose tiles on the roof, or if you have an older home, it may be worth your while to have a licensed professional once a year or once every other year, just to go ahead and take a look at your roof. See if there's any missing tiles. See if there's anything that could have a leak within your roof. That could actually be a really expensive repair for you and your family. The next thing that you're looking for when you're looking at the roof is to clear out any debris. A lot of us have these trees. We're in California, we have palm trees, and a lot of that sometimes can accumulate on the roof. Now, what most clients of mine don't understand is by letting that sit on your roof, not only is it a hazard for potential fire, but think about those branches and maybe those leaves that actually can make their way under their shingles. And that can actually be one of the leading causes to a leaking roof. Now, my next tip for you goes along the same line. While you're up there looking at the roof or having a licensed professional look at the roof, go ahead and take a look at your gutters. What we're looking for is a proper drainage on your gutters. We want to go ahead and make sure that you're cleaning out your gutters. We have the right time of the year where the leaves are falling. Those might be falling into your gutters and actually clogging those up. Now, that's a hazard because that can create water damage for your home. Now, if you're looking around inside your home, you want to make sure that you're looking at your smoke detectors and your carbon monoxide detectors. The first thing that you're going to want to do is make sure that you replace that battery every year, because you never know when you're going to need to use it. And while you're using that and when you're replacing that battery, why don't you go ahead and give it a test to make sure that they're still working. We want to make sure that you also have smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors on each level of your home to make sure that you have the proper awareness and preparedness for you and your family. Next thing that you're going to want to do is when you're taking actually a walk around your house, you look at the window sills, you're looking at the door frames. Why don't you just go ahead and sweep it off or blow off any of that debris? The reason why that's important is because chances are you'll get a lot of dirt, you'll get a lot of dust, you'll get a lot of things that can clog up those tracks. And what we've noticed is that throughout time, what that allows to happen is air or water to slowly leak through. That can obviously have potential rising heating or air conditioning causes for you, but it also could result in a claim from water damage. So if you're looking at those things and you see that, hey, I feel a draft coming in, easiest thing that you can do is get some silicone caulk and just go ahead and caulk that up, and that'll take care of that job. Now, when you're also looking at the outside of your house, the good thing to do is look at your paint. Look at the fascia. That's that wooden board that borders your roof. Do you see any rotting paint? Do you see any peeling paint on the side of your house? Now, if those things are left unnoticed or not taken care of in a timely manner, that could be a big headache down the road. And what I mean by that is potential wood rot, potential termite damage, and even that water getting behind that paint and causing damage to your frame, which can also lead to costly repairs and an insurance claim that I'm sure that you'd rather prevent. Next thing that we want to make sure that we're doing on a regular basis is when you're doing that laundry in the weekends, I know you're cleaning out that lint roll and making sure that it's all taken care of. Why don't you just take it a step further and get you one of those vacuum attachments to go ahead and vacuum out that dryer. That's going to make it safe for you when you're running that dryer. You may not be home, to make sure that you can prevent any dryer fires. Now, here's a really cool tip that I want to share with you, and something that's often overlooked is if you have a garbage disposal, here's something really cool to do, is actually take vinegar and fill up the ice cube trays, and why don't you just go ahead and freeze that. Now, once it's frozen, go ahead and throw that in your garbage disposal and run the disposal with those ice cubes. It's going to accomplish two things. One is actually going to sharpen your garbage disposal, prolonging its life. Second thing is actually going to help, that vinegar is going to help break down and get rid of any of those odors that you could have from the garbage disposal. So these are just some of the tips, basic home maintenance tips that if you take on a monthly basis, not only will prolong the life of your home, but also make it a more pleasant place to live. If you want more tips or have any questions on anything that we shared, I'd love to be a resource. Go ahead and reach out to me, 909-890-1992. I do look forward to talking to you.